Right, so part two. We did talk about part two. I did say we'd have it this week. I tried to leave a little gap between, but it's just too exciting, isn't it? It's just too exciting. That's where it is. And there's no well, there's a little bit of preamble because I've aged again. I'm celebrating not dying, which is always a good celebration. I've managed to survive. I don't think birthdays are birthdays, really. I think they're actually celebrations of how long you've managed to survive, because that's more or less what they are. It's not you're celebrating that you were born, because I'm sure a lot of people out there wish I wasn't. But on that very principle, it's a celebration of how long you've actually survived through life. I like to think, and I've done quite well, really. In the great scheme of things, I'm not dead yet. I didn't think I'd make it this far, so obviously I'm doing something okay. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely something. And now I'm just plodding along, making podcasts that no one actually listens to, because I don't actually think anyone listens to this whatsoever. Well, actually, there are 2 people who have commented on it. So I know 2 people that actually do, or maybe 3 people. I shout out to work colleague who do listen to it on a random basis, yeah. So anyway, people, I know you're all desperate to know what birthday cake I got. Did I go for the hedgehog of traditional children's parties, or did I go with something else? I went with something else. I didn't go with an amazing balancing cake. I didn't go with like one of those sweet river or a drink pouring out cake. No, I went for a Rice Krispie cake. It is still technically called a cake, so I thought that would be a nice thing to have rather than actual cake. Actually, it's a cornflake cake. I think cornflakes are universally named, so that's fine. So yeah. Anyway, right. We better get on with some reading, because I know you're all desperately excited. None of you. So let's start. They made it to the taxi, and she was floating like a helium-inflated balloon that had just been snogging. And now everyone was in disgust in the taxi line. So now the start of a new, and not a new chapter, but a new section of this chapter. We've got 5 minutes left in this chapter, apparently, and we're only at 4% into the book. We're only at 4%. We haven't even started a new chapter yet. I'd just like to point that out. But we're in a fresh section of the what would be described as a new paragraph, I suppose. We locked lips. Now, there we go, locking lips. Now, there's a thing, isn't there? How do you lock a lip? If you've got piercings, I can imagine that would be quite possible to lock a lip, because then you kind of get entwined, but generally lips don't lock to each other unless you use super glue, maybe. Anyway, right, hormones in overdrive. We burst through the door of his apartment like animals. So, right, which animals are we thinking? Come on now, let's all sit together and think about what animals could be how they could be bursting through the door. Are they like bears who just like breaking the door down? Or are they just like mice who are just banging randomly at the door until it falls down? Gone is the polite first date to Mr. James. We left him in the restaurant. I like this version better. Oh, that's good. All the way home in Uber, he had his hand up my dress. Oh, the cad. He just put his hand up there. No other bits of body, just his hand. He obviously a detachable hand. He's just slipped it up her dress. Maybe it's one of those tiny hands that you can buy from the shops. Maybe he's just got a little tiny hand. He's just lifted his skirt, threw that up there. There you go, love. Try that out. Maybe that's what he's done. All the way, and I think it's fair to say we're both very good to go. Good to go, yes, to his house in the taxi. Get this fucking dress off, he whispers as he struggles to unzip it. Oh, hold on a minute. How we got to that point already? I feel like we've suddenly jumped. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The zipper snags, and he tugs it hard. Oh, okay. Right, that's a bad dress design. She ought to take that back. Well, she probably can't, because she'll soil it, won't she? But But yeah, it's that. If you've worn it, you can't have it. You can't have it. Can't have it replaced. But if a zipper snagging, oh, it's a bad zipper design, that, isn't it? I giggle at his impatience. Who said I'm sure? Who said I'm a sure thing anyway? I did. He tears my dress over my shoulders and throws it to the side. So he needs to fold things, doesn't he? I'm very disappointed in the whole animal side of this. Why isn't he folding the dress and just putting it to one side for her? It'll crease in the morning. Oh, it's just shocking. I don't fuck on first dates, I smirk as I put my hands on my hips, acting indignant. Oh, a bit of indignancy. Love a bit of indignancy. Oh, you go, girl. You do now. The mood changes as his dark eyes sweep down all over my body. Suddenly I'm nervous. His eyes have just popped out again and just like swooped down. I'm like flying in a little car. You know, a little aeroplane. Little prop aeroplane. We're flying past, having a look around, swooping. Suddenly I'm nervous. Because hell, this has been the best night and I want to have an even happier ending and blow his mind. He puts his hand around my throat. Hold on a minute. I don't know if we support this action. Steps forwards and puts his lips to my ear. You are going to take my cock so fucking good, he whispers. His breath... Oh, we need to start doing voices. I think... Do we do this in voices? Let's see what we can do. You're going to take my cock so fucking good. Yep, do it in a Dudley voice, he whispers. His breath brushes my ear and sends goosebumps up my spine. Like the bad girl I know you want me to be. His eyes widen. Fuck. He talks dirty. Shit. Oh, God, I hope she hasn't actually shat herself, because that would be quite awkward. No one likes a bit of... that's my favourite quote, isn't it, from a movie? You don't know this. But there's a quote... well, not that anyone's listening, but there is a quote from Kingpin, isn't there? Everyone knows it. I don't know what it is about good sex that makes me shit. Adrenaline and arousal screams through my bloodstream. How does blood scream? I can understand adrenaline and arousal, but I can understand adrenaline being pumped through your bloodstream, because obviously it's a chemical. But arousal, is that a chemical? And how can it scream? The feeling of his large hand around my throat is both terrifying, yes it fucking should be, and euphoric. I've never been with a man like this. What? One that is aggressive and maybe you need to get out of there quite quickly. He's different on so many... Yes, he is. My breath quivers. I try to calm myself enough to reply. His teeth drop to my neck and he grazes me with them. And... Answer the fucking question, Juliet. Jeez. Charming Henry James is nice, but chokehold Henry James is next level. Yes, I whimper. He pulls back and stares at me. His eyes hold mine. Yes, what? Oh, sorry. Yes, what? Yes, sir. Satisfaction flickers in his eyes. Good girl. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? I'm not into kinky sub-dom bullshit, but somehow this is off the radar hot. Oh, well, she might want to open a window then. Cool down a bit. With my heart pounding hard on my chest. Hard in my chest, that's better. Not on my chest, else that would be quite an awkward place to have your heart, and maybe if your internal organs are external, you might want to go and see medical assistance. I stand still as he undoes my bra. Well, that doesn't really help. How's he undoing the bra? Is he standing behind her, like literally putting it at full stretch, trying to undo it, makes a twanging noise, it like shoots off? Or is he holding her one hand thumb and finger technique around the back? We don't know. With my heart pounding hard in my chest, I stand still as he undoes my bra. His thumbs dust over my nipples as he stares down at them. So, change page. Thumbs dusts. She got dust on her nipples? Are they sticking out so much they're collecting dust? That's a bit awkward, isn't it? She's had a shower as well, I'm sure. Sure, it mentions earlier she's had a shower. So how have we got dusty already? Where's that lint coming from? And not the chocolate. He bends and slides my panties down and kisses me there. He bends and slides my panties down and kisses me there. Well, there we go. There, we don't know where there is, but presumably it is down where about her ankles, because that's where her panties are, because he slid them down. So, and he kisses her there, which would indicate that he's kissing her where the pants are, not her vagina. But maybe he's talking about her pelvic area. My breath quivers. Thook. He stands and we come face to face again. Oh, we've got some more accent coming. Don't be nervous, he murmurs. He kisses me. His tongue swipes against mine as he holds my face in his hands. He's just peeled her face off, holding it in her hands. That's not really... Yeah, he's just holding it. Or maybe he's just got his whole hands all over her face, just like as you do when you kind of mush like a kid's face, kind of squelchiness to it. Much. I won't hurt you. Much. There you go. Facing my hand. I won't hurt you. He puts his lips to my ear. Much. I close my eyes. Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell. She definitely half swears, doesn't she? Get on the bed on your hands and knees. I stare at him for a beat. You're very bossy. Hungry. His eyes are blazing. And damn it, I'm prepared to supply the feast. I get onto the bed and go onto my knees. Lean onto your elbows. Are you going to undress? I fire back. Slap. He smacks my behind. Behave, he growls. For some sick, twisted reason, his discipline starts a fire between my legs, and I know, in that moment, I'm about to do anything he wants. What the actual fuck is going on here? More swearing. We're going to have to bring in a swear filter, aren't we? We can't have this. We're actually going to have to bring in a swear filter. I go down on my elbows and he stands behind me, and with her eyes locked in the mirror. So they've taken their eyes out and they've locked them in the mirror. Presumably this is a mirror cabinet or something where they can lock stuff up, because I'm not quite sure otherwise how they're locking it. But yes, it's in the mirror. And yes, they're locked up. So this is a bit awkward if we've got no eyes. He takes his shirt off over his head and then in slow motion unzips his jeans and slides them down his leg. Do you think he's doing it in a real comedy kind of slow motion way? Just really slow. Just like cheesy kind of smiley face, like a mime. His body is rippled with muscle and his large cock springs free. Oh, those chickens are just bouncing everywhere, aren't they? I swallow the lump in my throat. I think she's going to be swallowing something else. Don't you, folks? Okay, that's a lot of man meat. His eyes drop to my sex. Oh, God, I hate it. We may as well bring back the word quim. We're going to start using the word quim instead of sex, because no. Just no. It's a vagina with sex. Especially in a book. And I watch in the mirror as he pulls my lips apart with his fingers and strokes himself a few times. His eyes are dark and flickering with arousal. But how do we know? Because they are in the cabinet. Because we know they're in the mirror, locked together, so no one can see anything. Fuck. He drops to the floor behind me. His tongue takes no prisoners as he licks me there. Again, he's licking the floor, because it doesn't actually explain where he's licking. That's the thing here, isn't it? He drops to the floor behind me. His tongue takes no prisoners as he licks me there. Licks me there? On the floor? Deep adoring looks, as if I'm a queen and he's my servant on his knees for my pleasure. Oh dear God, my body begins to build and I shudder. I see stars. I scrunch the sheets up in my hands as I try to deal with him. I'm going to... You'll come on, my cock. Then hurry the fuck up, I demand. He chuckles, and it's first time I see a glimmer of my playful date. He rolls on a condom. Ah, he rolls on a condom. He's obviously just lying there and he's just rolling over it. Just maybe he should just put it on rather than just rolling on it. That would be my general advice. But it's good that he's thinking about safe sex. And as he's got no trousers on, no pants on, no shirt on, where has that condom come from? That's what I want to know. Where did he have it hidden? Because was it in his butt crack? Is that where he hid it? Who knows? Anyway, he wraps my hair around his hand as he holds me still, and then slowly slides the tip of his thick cock through my lips. Oh, that poor chicken. Oh no. Look, we knew it sprung earlier, and now it's just been running around clucking, and now he's shoving it up her. Back and forth, back and forth. Hurry up. He positions himself and slowly eases himself in. The air leaves my lungs and I whimper out loud. Oh, he's big and way too good at this. How's this? He slowly slides himself out, warming my body up to his size. I nod, unable to make coherent sentence. Answer me. Good. I close my eyes as I try to deal with him. Really good. The scent of his aftershave, his grip on my hair, his cock deep inside of me that I can't breathe. He's all around me, in perfect sensual 3D experience. He withdraws completely and slides back in. He does it again, completely out, and then slides back in. What's he doing? I'm fine, I tell him. I'll be the judge of that. You're not going to hurt me. He grips on my hips tight and he slams in hard, knocking the air from my lungs. Ooh, okay, maybe a little. Then he's riding me hard. The sound of our skin is slapping loudly, echoing through the room. Flap, 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 flap. I try to hold myself up, but it's hard when you're being fucked by a Mack truck. Well, actually, a chicken, actually. I can't hold it. I scream into the mattress. Fucky pants. Oh yeah, just like that. I smile as I listen to him come undone. Is there a hotter sound on earth? He hisses like a deflating tire. He doesn't say that, but I just thought I'd add that. Holds himself deep and comes hard inside me. I feel the telling jerk of his cock as it releases. I'm wet with perspiration as I hear him gasp for air behind me. Then he kisses me on my behind. Fucking hot, he whispers against my skin. I smile into the mattress, completely and utterly ruined. Well, there we go. That's it. End of chapter 1. On to chapter 2. See, that's all happened in chapter 1. It's shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Anyway, right. It's time for me to go. I've got to go in. And I said I would give you the second part. So there you go. You had the second part. I hope you enjoyed it. It was, yep, it was, wasn't it? That's all I can say. I'm sure someone out there will have enjoyed it. And hopefully, yes. Anyway, right. Toodle pip from now. Have a nice day now. Bye.